At Nature's Discount, the herbal store on 4th Street, we provide herbal supplements for all your needs. Blood sugar, blood pressure, prostate, liver, heart, kidney, and more. Oils, pure herbal teas, wholesome vitamins, healthy foods, alkaline water, bodybuilding supplements, weight loss and sexual health supplements, even hair and body care products. We support the natural health of the whole family. Get healthy naturally. Call us at 662-5447. Like us on Facebook, Nature's Discount Nutrition Center. Your Get Healthy, Feel Wealthy people.
The CXC Learning Hub is the Caribbean's #1 e-learning platform for the complete suite of regionally and internationally recognized qualifications from the Caribbean Examinations Council. The CXC Learning Hub provides free 24/7 access to multimedia content including past papers, e-books, syllabuses, demo e-tests, subject reports, and digital toolkits containing videos, infographics, simulations, and more. Get the learning resources you need to prepare for exams all in one place. Visit learninghub.cxc.org today.
The Nevis Island Administration Ministry of Health and Gender Affairs presents an action-packed 3-in-1 event, Music and a Message. On Sunday, 27th March at Malcolm Guichard Recreational Park from 4 p.m. Experience a panel discussion dubbed Talking Excellence, theater production, and balloon release, featuring a star-studded lineup including performances by Deli Ranks,
This one I call Miss. I'm Miss.
DeJour,
Them know I am the Alpha and Omega.
Vinell Powell, Colin Wyatt, LD, Leap Nevis, Shekinah Dance Theater, Poise SKN, DeAndre Dyer, and much more. Remember, it's on Sunday, March 27 at the Malcolm Guichard Recreational Park at 4 p.m. sharp. Come and experience music and a message.
All right, good morning and welcome back. 29 minutes moving up to the hour. It's time for our conversation on the road, and in the studio with me this morning I have Sergeant Henry. Good morning to you, Sergeant.
Good morning, GQ.
What's on our table for discussion for today?
This morning I'll be talking about the new lights that were commissioned yesterday. And the reason why they had introduced these new lights, an engineer's study of traffic condition, volume and pedestrian activity was conducted at major intersection in Bastille. The analysis of the data collected has led the installation of traffic light signal at the following intersection. We have Keon Street and College Street. We have Bay Road and College Street. We have Port Zante West and Port Zante East. We have Sandong Road and we have Wellington Road. Okay, we have some restrictions of right turn at these intersections. And the reason why we have these restrictions is that the traffic can flow smoothly.
Right.
We have Wellington Road into Leonard Dickinson Street. You cannot turn right. That's if you're coming from Baker's Corner. Coming up. So you're heading from south to north. Mm-hmm. You cannot turn right into that street. You'll have to go up, make the turn in at the roundabout by Taylor's and come back down. Or you can turn across by the church. That's by Four Seas. Mm-hmm. We have Wellington, and you can't go into the Wellington gas station, as I said. Mm-hmm. Keon Street West into Church Street. So if you're coming from the cemetery area, going down, you cannot turn right into Church Street.
No, Car Street, God, you can't turn into Car Street, God, either.
When you're coming from west into Keon Street.
Okay.
So you're driving west, you cannot turn right either.
Okay.
We have Keon Street west into College Street, as I said. And if you're coming down Church Street into Liverpool Road, you cannot turn. You cannot turn across into Church Street. So if you come from by College Street, that's Central College Street, and going across by government headquarters, when you get to the junction of Liverpool Road, you cannot take west. Okay. You cannot turn right, because you're going into the oncoming traffic. The Bay Road, when you're coming from up Fisheries, As you know, we have a traffic light there also by Sands Complex. You cannot turn up into Wiggly Street, and Wiggly Street is the street between Sands Complex and where CNC used to be. You cannot make those turns. If you come out from the roundabout by Rams, the only direction you can go is a left turn. And there's the light facing you, so it's showing you which direction you can go. The whole area that we used to come out on the western side is no longer feasible. So you go into on the eastern side and you come out on the eastern side. That's by Rams Roundabout.
Right.
For Sands Complex, you come out from Port Zante and you take a right. You cannot head into town, in the heart of town.
Okay.
And the reason for that is because the traffic will be so congested in town. So trying to move the traffic away from town in that area. If you want to go into town, you can take Wiggly Street, as I said, the one by Sands Complex and CNC. You get there and you could go into town from that area.
Okay.
But you cannot make a left turn when you're coming from that area.
Okay.
We also have parking restrictions along portion of the street leading to the signal junction. And the reason for this yellow marking in this area is that, as I said, that the vehicles or the traffic can flow smoothly. Because if you park by a yellow line, right by the signal, it will impede the traffic. So instead of you flowing smoothly, the traffic will stop. So those who coming out from the next stop wouldn't be able to get out. So that's why the yellow lines are there. And if you park on a yellow line, you know it's a ticketable offense, or your vehicle can be towed. And you will have to pay for the tow fee.
Okay.
We also have loading and offloading in these areas. Like for Rams, you have different timing. You have 9 to 11:30. So between 9 and 11:30,
That's in the morning, right?
yes, a.m., you can unload or offload in that area. And 1:30 to 3:30, you can also do the same. Anything other than that, it's an offense.
Okay.
And let me talk about the pedestrian also. I'm impeding on the pedestrian to use the crossing by the lights. Do not walk where there are no pedestrian crossing, because it's also a ticketable offense for you, and you can fine $500.
The
And-
jaywalking.
Yes, and even if you cross where there are no crossing and a vehicle come, you will get injured. So make sure when you're on the crossing, make sure it is your time to walk.
Okay.
So I'll stop there for now, and
We'll entertain some calls.
yes.
All right. The lines are open 465-2555. That's 2555. And for those of you in the United States and Canada area, 718-577-2916. Now, while we wait for, well, we have a call. Good morning.
Good morning to you, GQ News officers. There.
Good morning.
Morning.
I like to see, like, in the countryside, especially in Newton Ground, you have a doctor office and you got a shiny place right there. Some crossing, please. And maybe a slow sign by the church there, because man no fly out the Bill Street. You know about 4 accidents this year alone, right in Newton Ground, yeah, the area. So I like to see, like, maybe a slow sign and some crossing. Please. Thank you. That's been an input for today.
All right. Thanks for your call.
Good morning, sir. I will look into that for you, sir.
Good morning. You're live.
Morning to the officer there with you. Can't remember the name.
Good morning, sir. Sergeant Henry.
Sergeant Henry. No, I have a question, right? As you said, the traffic lights, most of them they're on. If I'm coming down Church Street and then I make a right into Liverpool, right?
No, you can't, sir.
Oh, because the reason why I asked that question is because that little road between Courts and KFC, right? If you get onto that road, then some impediment of the traffic would be that is coming down College Street got by Social Security. So that road is eliminated now.
Not the one, not Dilly Street by Courts and KFC.
That is eliminated, or
No, it's
still-
not. No, it's not, sir. It is still.
Then if you're coming down there, how do you get out of there? If the traffic from the Social Security building is on green, so the traffic coming out of Social College onto the Bay Road going east, and that is flowing, how does the traffic that comes out of Delisle Street get out?
They must have a time when there's a slow time when you can get out, sir.
Okay. Well, I mean, yes, there would be a time, but, you know, I mean, I see it as a congestion myself. I mean, as a congestion, because if you're allowed to come down there, and then you have to up once that traffic is flowing, I mean, you're the educator, so I think you're...
Okay, but we can look into that, sir, and see how the traffic will flow before we put anything into place.
Okay, ma'am, thanks.
Okay, you're welcome. Thanks for your suggestion.
All
right, man. Thanks for your call. Here's a question for you. This person is asking, what you just read, is that documented anywhere that the public can go and read for themselves?
Yes, it'll be on the police website.
On the police website?
Yes, sir.
All right. Good morning, your life.
Yes, good morning, GQ.
Yes, morning.
Good morning, Miss Henry.
Good morning, sir.
In Newton Ground, when you're going around the cove there to go out to Newton Ground, going St. Paul's side, they have a problem right there by the water dam, very big. I think is a flamboyant tree there. They have people parking right there in the corner there, so you need to stop. Because you cannot see what coming around from St. Paul's coming around the corner, and they keep parking. So when you do pass, you have to fly, go through there, and then squeeze quick before anything fly around the corner. To me, that's a congestion. Back to Bastia now, by the gut there by Cooley. We no longer could turn right if you come down the gut. We could turn right going by the ferry terminal.
Yes, sir, you can turn.
Okay, that was my problem. Yes. Like you're saying, we can't turn.
No, because you have a light there.
You have a stoplight.
Yes, you have a stoplight facing you when you come down the gut.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Guys.
Okay, you're welcome, sir.
Okay,
When I say you can't turn, this is when you're coming down Church Street. You cannot turn into College Street on your right. You'll have to make a left to go across Liverpool Road.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one I'm speaking about, sir.
Okay. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, morning.
I would like to commend the police for putting the signs with wheelchairs in town, putting the 2 signs that they have in town. But I think you could do a little bit more than that. For instance, around the area there, the square, West Square Street and South Square Street, you could put 1 or 2 in those areas, and maybe 1 at the bottom of Shea Lane, I'm saying Rosemary Lane by the bank there. In case somebody with a disability wants to go to the bank. If you have to park all the way down to the bottom of 4th Street, all the way up to the top of 4th Street, and then walk it back, how would you get it back? You know what I'm saying? So I would like to commend you, but there's other stuff that you could do. I also would like to talk about getting some form of paper identification for somebody with a disability to put in their vehicle. So that if they park in a no parking area, restricted area, the police will be able to at least overlook it for a while, give them enough time to do what they have to do and come back to the vehicle. Man, if you understand what I'm trying to say.
Yes, I understand, sir. Yes, I'll look into that for you.
All right, thank you very much.
Okay, you're welcome.
Don't forget the Rosemary Lane and South Square Street and West Square Street. With the no parking, with the disability signs for parking.
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.
All right, man. Thank you for your call. You're ready to take another one?
Yes.
All right. Good morning, your life.
Yes, good morning, GQ.
Hey, Jamdam.
Good morning, Mrs. Henry.
Good morning, Jamdam.
My co-worker, chap, he's all right. We need to get some spaces by these institutions to accommodate these people. It's a problem in town for them, you know. And Mr. Henry, I really, really want you to look into it because I keep watching it about 2 years now. Just where that young man said, Michael Walker, oh boy, we do so much work at the port. And now he have his own little problem. I think the country should honor this guy because the kind of work we do at the port, I don't think these youngsters will ever dream to do these things. Chaps, good morning. This is Jam Down. Miss Henry, please, let me look after these people. We have to look after these people because he contribute greatly to me, you know. You know, a young man met me and tell me the other day, oh, he never see me walk. You never see Jam Down walk in this country? Me race the days. Down there, when a SB, big and broad, down there in front of the Chinese, he got more than 1,000 contributions for Jam Down. I didn't lazy. When I leave school, I make sure I go and put in something in the country. So I could talk and talk with authority. Chaps could do that too. We could talk with authority. Tungo, Mike, all these brethren. Good morning, brethren. We have this thing to switch here. Have a good morning, GQ.
Good morning, Jam Down.
You too, Jam Down. Let's do this next call. Good morning, your life.
Hi, good morning, Q. Good morning, officer.
Good morning, sir.
Hey, good morning, Arthur.
You know, very important program. What I would like to suggest is that at evenings, you know, some of these lights could be relaxed. You remember when we started out first, there was some times in the evening when the lights would go flashing, just flashing. And motorists would know that, well, they're not operational and they just drive. But to avoid some of the confusion with the lights, I think, you know, at a certain time in the night, this can be done.
Okay, sir. Thanks. I'll look into that and I'll carry your concern, okay, to the relevant authorities.
Okay.
All right, let's take this call. Let's try this one. Good morning. Yes, you're live. Go ahead.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
I want to ask this question. Traveling from the Anglican Church, crossing over College Street, could you make that turn on Market Street? I didn't know if you could make that turn on Market Street to go right. And also, after passing at Adlam Street, after you pass Sands, could you turn also on Adlam Street, make that right turn? I will listen off here. Thank you.
You look
Well,
lost.
no, I know.
Oh, okay.
No, we didn't put anything in place for that. We'll just see how the traffic flow for now. And if anything, then we'll have to change it. But for now, you can turn in those areas.
Okay. Let's go back to the line. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, GQ and the police officers there.
Good morning, sir.
Morning.
I have a question. If I come down, straight down College Street, got and reach there by Kuri, can I turn can I turn right to go across by you know the street there? Liverpool Road?
That's Market Street you're talking about?
No, I'm coming down College Street, and I reach there at Kuri.
Yes.
Can I turn right to go across
Market Street?
Yeah, to go into Market Street.
Yeah.
Market Street.
Cross by all kind of things. Yeah.
Yes. Well, I don't say Market Street. I say Liverpool Road. Can I turn right to go across there?
No, we had that a one way, and I don't know if it'll change back right now, but for now, no.
Okay, what about if I come up now from Korea and the Berry Road on College Street, could I turn left to go across that there, or is it one way still?
It's a one way right now, sir.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Okay.
All right, let's take this next call. Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
What about these people, the disabled people who have to go in by the drugstore them? What they really have to do? Because, I mean, sometimes the driver have to go close to the wall and put you off, and you'd like to know what about them there.
You understand what he's asking?
Well, for now, I see have one by
Mabel?
Farm Care. I see one by Farm Care.
You see one by Farm Care? What
Yes,
about
sir.
in Mabel?
Well, we make provision for certain things. If somebody's putting off a disabled person, I don't think the police will want them. All they have to do is go close and let the person get out.
Oh, okay. And then when they come back, they could pick them up there?
Yes.
Okay, because, you know, so I'm a disabled, and I want to get close to Mabel, and Mabel is my place, and I hear nothing about it. Okay then, thank you.
You're welcome, man. You're welcome. Good morning, you're live.
Very pleasant morning to you, GQ, and your panelists, as well as all your listeners everywhere. I want to make 3 little inputs quickly. Number one, I am looking at the bus stop around the corner in Molineux, very near to the Mary Charles Hospital. As a bus driver, I do not think that a bus stop should be around the corner. So I think that the authorities responsible for erecting bus stops, putting down bus stops, in collaboration or in conjunction with the East Line Bus Association, they should revisit that, review the location of the bus stop as on the left side when you're approaching the Mary Charles Hospital on the corner. Remove the bus stop from the corner and put it where the road straightens. It will make it a lot easier for us as bus drivers to pick up and drop off passengers. That's number one. Number two, I am looking at 2 areas of roads that I believe the public works should look at widening. Number one is the roadway in Halfway Tree. Halfway Tree, when you pass Harry Phipps's Road and you go further across, there is a water tank there. There's a water tank on the right. There's a church, one of the old-time churches is on the bottom side, the seaside. I think they look closely at widening that road on the upper side. So if they have to break down, demolish, and widen that corner there, because sometimes when it rains, there's a puddle, a pool of water there, and all the bus drivers and private drivers can tell you, the road there is very narrow. So I think that the public works should look closely at widening that road, put some effort, time and money into it and widen that road. The other area is in St. Paul's. I'll tell you where. When you leave the Ramada Hotel and you're approaching the Robert Llewellyn Bradshaw statue, there is a bus driver who lives very near to the area I'm talking about. That's Mr. Malcolm Rouse. He's known as Mr. X. That corner there is very, very narrow. So I think that the public works, public utilities should look closely at widening that corner, because it's a very dangerous corner and it is very narrow. So I think those 2 corners should be widened, and as much as possible, wherever bridges can be widened, widen them. And I would like to again appeal for them to patch the potholes on the new Old Road Bay thoroughfare. There's some small potholes there that needs to be patched. And I think that they should really look closely at patching them as quickly as possible, because they're not too wide now. And rather than wait for them to widen, patch them now. That's my input for this morning. God bless.
God bless you, sir. Your caller, your suggestions have been noted, and we'll look into it. I'll take to the relevant authorities.
All right, let's take some more calls. Line 1, you're live. Good morning. Hey.
Case, man. Case, good morning.
Morning.
And good morning, Lady Henry.
Good morning, sir.
Okay, I'm Commissioner of Police, GQ. I'm speaking for the people who are not so perfect, who have a little physical setback. Now, we see where the hospital is in Molineux. When people leave the hospital with all kind of aches and pain, they're not supposed to walk so far to find a bus stop. So the bus stop in Molineux there that the guy talk about, leave it right there. It is close enough that when you come out of the hospital and you're not able to walk far, the bus stop is right there. All what drivers have to do, drive slow. You cannot be driving fast in any village. And when I say slow, you got to be less than 20 miles an hour in a village where people live. Thank you very much. That's all I have for today.
Thank you for your call, Culture. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, you're live. Go ahead.
What you need to do in town is put signs, no left and no right.
That's your suggestion for this morning, sir?
Yes.
All right.
The signs are being erected, sir.
You put signs there, no left turn and no right turn. Thank you very much.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
Good morning, your life.
Hi, good morning.
Yes, morning.
Sorry. The signage and the gentleman just spoke about, there's some, I realize that. But I think it should always be on the left side. There are two in question that I observed yesterday. One there to turn down Church Street, no right turn. It's no, most of the locals know. Foreigners, I am not too sure. You drive on the left, you're looking on the left, so the sign should be on the left. Similarly, there by, I think it's Miss Slack's road, if you're going to call it that. Coming down from the airport to the roundabout, Bakersfield. The sign is on the right. That sign is to be on the left. The cars are driving, they're looking in their lane. No right turn should be on the left. And I think I'll leave it there for now. The other issues I've picked up. But I think you should look at that carefully, because if people start to turn, they'll say, oh, I didn't see any sign. You know, or when they turn, they actually see the sign on the right. You don't want that to happen. Bring it up further, no right turn, and you're good to go. Thanks.
Thanks for your observation, sir.
All right, back to the line. Good morning, your life.
Morning to you. Good morning, GQ. Good morning, Sergeant Henry. Good morning to both of you. Sergeant Henry, I must speak of something good I heard this morning, which explaining the traffic. But traffic of signs and direction is self-explanatory. And I must understand the fact that you did emphasize so much about the pedestrian in particular crossing the street. I commend you for that. Quite comfortable I was hearing what it was. Quickly I understand. And I believe everyone who have ears to hear should understand as well. Mr. Gilbert is not in the studio this morning, but I want to, if he's listening, commend him for his quick response about patching the road, which was well needed in the junction of Newtown Ballfield. I thank you very much for this morning's presentation. GQ, Sergeant Henry, please have a good day. Goodbye.
Good morning, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much as well. Before we take this next call, let me read a few suggestions coming in via social media. This person is suggesting or asking if it can be suggested to relax the no right turns during the evening after rush hours. That's one. And the other one is in kind of supporting what the caller before talked about in terms of relaxing the traffic lights at a certain time of the night. They're saying they agree but not completely stop them. Like, for example, it's a slower time, so the wait period should be shorter versus the dead time. So they were saying look at the time in terms of the waiting period versus the rush hour, opposed to just stopping them altogether. Those are the two that came in that I saw. Let's go back to the phone line. All right, we lost that caller there. Let's see, we have 3 more minutes. If we don't get any more call, I think we'll call it up for this morning, Sergeant.
I just want to inform the motorists that work has been done by the airport roundabout. When you're coming from Connery going into town or Kim Collins, they start work widening that road. And the reason for this is because when in the morning traffic is so busy that they have a bottleneck. And they try to widen it that if you're going into Kim Collins, you can just slide and go or go straight instead of having the traffic hold up. So I'm asking the general public, please to be careful when you're driving in that area. Because they started the work yesterday.
All right.
Yes.
That's it for you for this morning?
Yes. So I just want to ask the general public, please to follow all the signs and also the signals of the sign, the signage. And in doing so, we'll have a smooth and less accidents and everything to run. I just want to thank you all for this morning show. And thanks all the callers for your suggestion, your concern. And
have a good day. And you have a good day too.
Thank you.
Stay tuned on 9 o'clock report is up next. Compliments to Grange.
With the fire day, driver, what's your emergency?